Well, our next guest says that Charlie Kirk's voice ideas will be magnified beyond anything the world has ever seen before. And I'm going to quote what Alex Newman had to write about this. He said, "The assassin meant to silence this gentle soul as he engaged in friendly debate on a college campus. The goal was to stop the movement that Charlie was leading and the truth he was speaking. Instead, that bullet woke a sleeping giant. We will not be silent. Charlie's voice and ideas will now be magnified beyond anything the world has seen in my lifetime. By giving his life for God, family, and country in that order, as he was so fond of saying, Charlie officially earned his place in history." And Alex Newman is the writer who wrote those words, and he joins us now. Alex, great to have you back here on the show from the Liberty Sentinel Report. Great to see you.
Great to be here. Thank you guys so much.
So, thank you, Alex. So, when you say the goal was to stop the movement, now, I've been feeling that. I think we've all been feeling that. And it feels this is not just one bullet, one person. This is a broader effort to stop what Charlie was saying. Do you see it that way?
There's no question in my mind. One of the things that's so interesting about Charlie is he's almost the opposite of most of the people you see who are famous, who are on TV, who are celebrities. They usually get worse and worse as their platform grows, as they get better. Charlie was like exactly the opposite. He was getting better and better on his theology, on his politics, on his understanding of issues, and he wasn't afraid to speak the truth. So I think they recognized, and I don't exactly know who did this, why they did this. You know, we know they've arrested this 20-year-old. Personally, it looked very much like a professional hit to me. But the reason that the obsession was there with silencing him, whether he was just inspired, the alleged assassin was just inspired by all this, or whether it was a professional hit, as I suspect it may well have been, the reasoning is very clear here. Charlie represented an existential threat to this agenda. And part of that is he was going to the young people, right? I've been sounding the alarm about what's going on in education. In fact, Charlie and I worked closely on issues of education for years. I was the keynote speaker at 2 of his 3 recent education summits. They understood that if they can brainwash the next generation, it doesn't matter what we do politically. It doesn't matter what laws Congress passes or what executive orders President Trump does, because within a generation, maybe 2, it's all over. And yet here comes this young man, 31 years old, precious family, and he's debating with young people. He's bypassing their programming and their indoctrination. And by the millions, they're becoming Christians. They're becoming conservatives. They're becoming interested in protecting our country, our civilization. They're becoming interested in getting married and having children. And so he was a mortal enemy for everything that these evil totalitarians are trying to do. But I think there was a real miscalculation here, because what has happened in the aftermath and what I suspect is going to continue happening is their worst nightmare, and praise the Lord for that.